Uthando lungaka, uthando lungaka, uthando lungaka, uthando lungaka, uthando lungaka, uthando lungaka. Hey precious aunties and uncles, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Precious and I am a mom to my beautiful 9-month-old son. Yes guys, he's 9 months. He's 9 months and I'm only doing this video now, so please. Hey, siyakhala guys, siyakhala, but nonetheless we're here, so please press the subscribe button. Make sure you like, comment, leave a nice comment for us down below. Any advice you have, anything, and welcome us back. Actually, this is my first video I'm recording this year, but you'll obviously see it maybe, I don't know, we'll see how we schedule things. I am trying to get back to vlogging. I think my schedule is somehow flexible, but I'm gonna start slowly and gradually come back up, so please do not fault me for that. Anyway guys, so today I'm recording my birth vlog, my birth story time. I've just completed editing my birth vlog. I think I'm just left with like 2 or 3 things to add, and then yeah, so I was just kind of like reminding myself on what really happened, although you never forget. But so also I wanted to show you my 9-month postpartum body. I've lost, I've gained, it's just been up and down. I am still breastfeeding, although my breastfeeding journey right now is just a bit tricky. I'm actually having tea, which I'll show you. It is a bit tricky, but you know what, we still push it through because I really want to breastfeed at least until he's 2. So I've had the past few months, the last month has been very stressful for me. So yeah, works him, daycare, being sick, it's a lot guys. I am gonna do an updated or rather when I introduce him to the channel, or however I do it, but there's a lot that I actually need to update you on. The past 9 months have just been hectic in my life, but I'm also so grateful and I'm enjoying this journey. So, sure, I am sweating. Why do I always say I'm sweating like a dog? But anyway, I am sweating like a dog. We are doing a get ready with me story time. I wanted to do this differently because I just don't want to sit here and just speak and not do anything, right? So I will be doing a makeup. I just felt like I want to look pretty today. What time is it? I just wanted to look pretty today and just do my TikTok and maybe do another video after this. That's if this little one is still sleeping. He slept at 2, it's 3 now, so he's been sleeping for an hour. This is like his first nap of the day. So anyway, I'll say, can I plug in? So if you know me, I am a very loyal client. I'm a very loyal customer. I get my hair done at the same person and my nails done at the same person, right? So let's start with hair. The lady who usually does who used to do my hair last year, I stopped going to her because she's very slow, right? But she does a very good job, but she's very slow. And with having a child now, every second counts. So like I just couldn't any longer. So it was just a trial and error trying this other lady who used to have a salon opposite us, but then eventually I went to this other lady from Mufulo to get my hair done. She's quick and I love her work as well. She's also done mother's hair, but honestly I miss my dreadlocks. I just have braids on for now. I'm recovering a hairline that I lost or that has been thinning because after pregnant, my son is up. You see when I say like every second counts, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, Palman is with him. He's giving him a bottle or a pacifier, I don't know, but just trying to put him back to sleep. So yeah, so this lady does my hair. I was saying my edges thinned out because after delivery, well, just before delivery, I was not allowed to braid or plait my hair for some cultural reasons, so I didn't. So I was frustrated with just having natural hair, so I ended up having a bun. So I had a bun for the longest time with some gel. I think that's why my edges thinned, so I'm still recovering from that. So you guys know I do my hair with nail doctor does my hair, which is Ududu. Follow her on Instagram. She usually does my nails, right?
But on the day I needed my nails done, one, it was a week when we were hospitalized. We had just been discharged Wednesday. Thursday I needed my hair and nails done because Friday I was going, right? So unfortunately she wasn't available. I posted on my WhatsApp to say plug. Otobega gave me a plug of a nail tech. When the guys, they're so professional. When I do a day in a life and getting my nails done, I'm actually going to take you guys with. I'm actually due, not really due, it's been like 2 weeks or so, or 3, I don't remember, but I'm going to just go do a refill with her, obviously, because it's her work, so I'm going to do a refill with her. But now I have another nail tech, so I've got 2 nail tech guys. I will definitely put up her, what's this, her Instagram on the description box. I hope I remember that, or on the screen. Let me just see. Her Instagram name is Safi Hair Soweto. It's not gonna load, we don't have load shedding. So Safi Hair Soweto does great nails, very professional, very aesthetically pleasing place. So get yourself done. Let's get into the video. I hope the sun is sleeping. I am sipping on my tea. Guys, guess who? I got these from Pep Home 2 years ago. Or was it last year? No, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to be using this XOXO Plus hairline and edge holding gel for my edges, if I even get to my edges without the sun waking up. I'm still using this makeup bag, guys. I'm honestly not gonna take you through what I'm doing on my makeup. I'm just gonna be telling you guys a story, because if I actually take you through my makeup and the story time, it's not going to end now. So I'm just doing a very, very clean look, or natural look rather. I don't know if I'm gonna put foundation on, I'm not sure. The admin of having to remove it, I'm not sure. But let's see how it goes. I'm still using my L'Oreal True Match. This is a new one actually, but I need to get another color because now this one is getting darker. I'm getting lighter, guys. My pigmentation is actually getting better. I'm so happy about that. Alright. Hey, my daughter. Also, my lips are chapping so bad. You know, guys, the last time I said this, I had a baby in my tummy. But it's not a baby this time. It's just Inyongonji. Anyway, so I'm gonna I have a mirror here, so I'm gonna use that. So basically, okay, my labor story, right? So I gave birth on the 6th of July 2022. Why is it not focusing now? Gave birth in 2022, 6th of July at 1:57, if I remember correctly. Why is my lens doing this? Oh guys, the mess behind me. Just baby stuff, not a really mess, but alright, cool. So I was scheduled for an induction on the 3rd, 3, 4, 5, 6, on the 4th of July. Scheduled for induction. So I went in, my doctor was like, okay, no, you, by the way, I gave birth in a public hospital at Rahima Musa Mother and Child Hospital. So apparently my pregnancy had a bit of complications, according to the doctor. I needed my thingy head. They were telling me so many stories, guys. At first, my first scan with them, they had told me that my son's left kidney is swollen, so that could then result in him having Down syndrome, but there's a less chance of that happening. It's very common for boy kids to actually have a swollen kidney during these first months, right? So I was like, okay, cool. Then they had forced me to terminate. I was like, no, I'm not going to terminate. And then fast forward to the second scan, everything was fine. The kidney was fine. third scan, they then said the kidney thing is back again. And I remember this doctor was like, Anita, you refuse to terminate. Your worst scan I've ever had. To a point I didn't even go for a 3D scan. We wanted to, but after all these things that were being said to us, I was demotivated. I don't want to lie. Like, having to go was just like, oh, what's next? You know, what are they gonna say today? But through faith and prayer, guys, I don't want to lie, like, yeah, that's when I saw God is like for me, you know, like God was by our side. And then I was like, yeah, I'm still standing with that. I'm not going to terminate. And then fast forward to and then they were like, okay, it was a Friday, yes. And then they're like, okay, come back next week because now your baby's stomach isn't growing. That's going to cause Down syndrome. They kept talking about Down syndrome. Okay, and then it's like, okay, if by Monday when you come, the following Monday when you come and your baby's still measuring this small, then we're going to induce. But then if it's growing, then there's no need to actually have him stay in there. Fine. Monday went by, came by, I drove there. We have okay. Yeah, if we have Bunga, it's fine, because a little an hour, just hold it for me. If not, you can muscle cut it and letting up. Sharp. Sorry about that, guys. So went to the clinic. They have a clinic side and the hospital side, so I always had to start at the clinic side. Went to the clinic side, and oh, there was drama there. Hey guys, the guy who was supposed to do a scan for, mind you, I was there very early, right? And I was also the first one with the scan area or department rather. Then this guy was like, hey, you think it's very complicated, we'll wait for Dr. Wise. I am actually mentioning her name because I was really annoyed by how everything was. Like, okay, we'll wait for Dr. Wise. Oh, I was crying. I think there is a part in my labor vlog where I actually told you about it. I was really not happy. I don't want to lie. But anyway, Dr. Wise ended up coming, and then we did the scan. Okay, this idiot ended up doing the scan, and then the doctor was like, no, your child is still measuring 2.5, so there's no need to keep him in there. Let's just induce, right? And then I asked, obviously, induction, how that's gonna go. And then she did say that if a heartbeat is fine, then we'll obviously do induction for a natural birth. But then if there's any issues with the heartbeat, then we'll do a C-section. When into the is it NST? I can't remember. NST room, where they actually put that belt around you. They check the baby's heart rate, and his heart rate was perfect. Mind you, guys, can I just tell you something? Throughout my pregnancy, I was led by prayer. Throughout my labor and delivery, I was led by prayer. As soon as she said that, I was like, okay, and I walked out. I prayed, did a little prayer till I got there. When they were putting in the belt, I was praying. When I was laying there, I was like, calm down, everything is fine. I prayed. Fine, everything was fine. And then, okay, go to this ward, to the maternity ward. Go there, and then your bed will be ready for you. Fine, I got there, nice and clean. I don't wanna lie, I really didn't expect that. But got there, I called daddy, and then he was at work, right? Initially he was like, no, I've scarring. He's like, no, let me take you. And I'm like, no, what if then they don't induce me, you know? So then you'll have wasted a day of work, whereby we're still gonna need these days. So go to work. I'll go to work, I'll drive myself there. If they induce me, then you'll come get the car and fine. I call him, he leaves work, he comes, gets the car, gets me, I think we went to Campus Square Awards, got me some food, like snacks, fruits and so forth, as well as chicken, leg and rice. And then even told him, you know what, don't come on a Tuesday, I don't think there's a need, because I'm just, okay, I'll tell you why I asked him not to come, because I just felt like I'm not sick, you know, I'm not sick. Anyway, got into the room. It was it 6 of us? yeah, it was 6 of us when I got there. And then they're like, oh, okay, now we'll start you on induction drink. They don't even tell you what the induction drink is, you know. But then thanks to YouTube, your girl had info on it. I used to binge watch before pregnancy, before I even knew I wanted to have a child. I used to binge watch on pregnancy vlogs, so I knew what it was. It was Pitocin. The doses are different, so they start you on a very light dose, and then they gradually go up until then at whatever time where the doctor's like, no, this is too much, then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, according to the doctor, obviously, right? So my doctor apparently loved C-section, understandably so. C-section, it has a lot of money, right? So I was praying, I was like, no, what? I'm not gonna do a C-section. At least let me try for natural until then. If then it's not possible, then sure. But honestly, fine. I stayed there in that room. There was a lady who was there was a lady who was in that room with us who was meant to terminate, was told to terminate. So she was sitting there with pregnant women who were about to give birth either that day or that week. The one next to me was scheduled for a C-section, but they just kept postponing it since Friday. Finally, eventually that night, I was taken to another ward. When I got there, there was 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 of us. Yeah, 4 of us, and then the other 2 came in, or 3, and then the other 3 came in as I was there. But then that's when they actually started the induction process. And honestly, it was just chilled, but the only annoying thing, I was up every 2 hours, because every 2 hours you have to drink it, they have to take your vitals. So I hardly slept, but I was just like, okay, cool, whatever. And then fast forward to Tuesday, the 5th, around around just before 2, 1:30 to 2, around that time, the doctor who was giving me issues with actually doing my scan comes in the room, the ward rather, and starts by the corner, right, and says to this other student doctor, says, please order 3 catheters or 4 catheters, something like that. And I'm literally counting the people. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And then they insert a catheter. One, I didn't know what kind of catheter it was. Now, in my mind, I was just thinking it's like that normal catheter they put for like when you pee, right? So now they inserted in this, in the lady by the corner. She screams in my head. I'm like, the drama. Like, I don't think it's that. I've never inserted one, but like, I don't think it should be that painful. Like, so dramatic. Little did I know it came to me. Guys, I think I even said on my vlog, on my delivery and labor vlog, to say, you know what, that was the most excruciating pain I have ever gone through in my life. Delivery is nothing. It's nothing. First, he inserted his hands to see how far I had dilated, right? My cervix was still close, still far, and 0. And then that was painful. That was very painful. And then he's like, okay, insert a balloon catheter because you've been on the Pitocin for too long and your baby isn't like growing, you know, so we just want to make the things quick. Like, okay, cool. Insert the balloon catheter. Yo guys, I felt bad for judging that other lady. I felt so bad. But now the funny thing is, after they inserted her, she chilled, was fine. So when I say sometimes, I keep telling people that our bodies are different, guys. Our journeys are different. As soon as mine was inserted, Contractions started. What does she want? What does she want? Contractions started. It was yo guys. It was bad. It was bad. It was not bad, but like the pits. Yeah, the pits. I could like, yeah. I think after the incision, then I kind of took a nap, and then then I was like to dad, like, he mustn't come because I'm tired. I didn't sleep. I want to sleep. You know, I really don't want to be entertaining him. Like, no. Mother was actually traveling during that week. On Monday, she traveled on Monday and came back on Wednesday. I came back on Wednesday. Yeah, on Wednesday morning, I think. And then the day went by. I just kept contracting. I was walking around, doing squats, exercising throughout, you know. I couldn't vlog everything because one, I still don't have an extra battery. My memory card was getting full, and because it's a public hospital, you can't really record anything, right? My assumption. I didn't want to ask because I felt like then eyes would be on me, you know. So yeah, so now, okay, went through that. Around 7 p.m. around 4, I tell them, like, I feel like this thing is falling or something's happening. They're like, it's too early. Fine. Around 7, they had changed shifts. This other nurse came, is like, how much this thing has been out. I'm like, I told them, but what do I know? I mean, no, ma'am, to be. So I don't know these things. Okay. Fine. They removed it. And then I started bleeding. Guys, I was triggered so much because with my first pregnancy, during my miscarriage, like all the things which were happening to me during labor, those were things which were happening to me during my miscarriage. So I was so triggered. I'm like, damn it, it makes sense now that I was in labor, you know. Yes, it was not time, but I was in labor. The pains, the cramps, the bleeding, the show, and so as much as you can watch a YouTube video, YouTube videos don't really give you insight on everything. You get it? So until you experience it, like, as much as I'm sharing this, whoever's watching this one day will go through and be like, oh yeah, oh Precious did say, oh team, this is would happen, you know. But sometimes it doesn't happen like that. I honestly thought my water would break at home or like at a mall, because I actually, guys, when I being actually sick, like, I was bastrata girl. I wanted to go shopping, I wanted to go to the mall, I wanted to go to the park. Like, guys, I was just going through a lot that time. I just did not want to sit down, and it was also cold, which was just so annoying. And I was always tired, but I was just like, let's go, because I think I kind of knew then I'd be like at home for like a while, you know, like indoors, because then I couldn't walk or whatnot, right? Fine. around 7 or so. So same year last year, Noni Obey gave birth as well, but in April the 2nd, right? And then she gave birth naturally. So I would like ask her questions, and then she's like, yeah, this is what happens. A week before I gave birth, my friend Gwen gave birth, but then it was a C-section, a voluntary C-section. So it was similar, but not really. And at that time, she was very occupied, obviously, because new baby, C-section, and right. So I didn't want to overwhelm her, but I kept her updated. But then, as soon as that big brownish discharge came out, I was like, what the hell? Like, is everything okay? Sent Ononi a picture. I'm like, then she was laughing. She's like, it is the bloody show. You're going to give birth when my water hadn't broken, guys. Mind you, awkward. Throughout the whole night, I'm contracting. There's now 2 old ladies opposite me. Guys, you know what? At home, they thought I was being dramatic when I did a labor and delivery playlist. When I had my headsets, I literally had wireless headsets and the wire headsets, right? Because I was like, I want to distract myself from the world. Guys, anything that makes you calm down. When you go into labor, take it with, do it like no one is going to say anything. If they do, you tell them where to get off. I was like that because this other lady was like, hey, how are you going to hear us when you have headsets on? And I told her, like, if you want my attention, you'll poke me or pat me and say, hey, we're here to do this. It's simple. It's simple. And it's not like it's on full blast, you know. It's just so annoying. But these ladies were screaming. So around 4 or 5, this other one by the corner was screaming so hard. So apparently every time she had contractions, she would push. And you're not allowed to do that. Like, contractions, you breathe in and out to control them, right? And you breathe through your mouth, not like scream, because when you scream, then it doesn't go anyway. So when you breathe through your mouth, so you like inhale, that exhaling goes down. So like, nothing's gonna happen. Trust me, you're gonna be in pain. Nothing's gonna happen. There was a time when I was screaming as well, but nothing was happening, even like during pushing. So they'll tell you during pushing, inhale and then breathe out, but like pushing down. You get it? Like I was watching videos in detail this time because I knew I was going through this, right? Fine, no stress. I don't think I'm gonna finish off my makeup. So now this lady was pushing. So now the doctor had just examined her, right? And she was like stop screaming, like you're gonna scare the newcomers, basically, you know, like stop it. It's really unnecessary. And this is like your 4th child. Like I get it, like when they say it, but like women, I don't know, man, maybe it's gonna be different when I have my 2nd baby, but like honestly, I really didn't see the need for her to be screaming that much, you know. Fine. As soon as she was actually busy got the fire, we just heard a baby screaming, and we were like, a baby? Like, wait, and it was screaming in our room, only to find out that she had just given birth. She was 4 centimeters, guys. 4. Like it was a movie. Nice movie. It was a movie, guys. Sorry, that's part of when he's sick. He's got flu. It was a movie. Gave birth. Everyone was rushing out to her, you know, gloves, this, that. Eventually I was like, okay, you know what, I'm having cramps. Okay, the movie's over, they'll sort her out. Put back my earphones, because now I was like starting to panic, you know. I was like, and then I told him, his name was like, dude, please don't push. Please let them tell you when to push, or else you're gonna hurt your baby and yourself, you know. You could even kill the baby if you just push. So please don't. So you see, now I'm having all that, like something I didn't learn on YouTube or like on the books I was reading, you know. So fine, the morning went by, they brought us breakfast. Oh, there's this porridge they brought and it smells so bad. I hated it from Crutch. I remember it from Crutch. I think it was Maltabella or something like that, but like brown, I don't know. I just didn't like it. Anyway, so and then this other nice doctor came. I love her so much. Then she checked me. She's like, yo, you are 4 or 5 centimeter. And when you're here, that means chances of you giving birth like any time from now are high, because some people take longer to reach 10 centimeters, some quicker. But because now you've been in labor for so long, we don't even want to distress the baby or even put you in a mood where you're tired. So we'll just put I can't remember this medicine they told me that it will actually speeden the me getting to 10 centimeter, right? The process of getting to 10 centimeters. Like, okay, whatever, can I have something for pain? Because I'm in pain. Yes, it's bearable, but I'm in pain, even if it's Panado, Nana. And they're like, no, this medicine will actually give you release the pain, right? And I was like, okay, and they were like, do you want an epidural? I didn't even know that public hospitals have epidural. Guys, ask for it. I'm like, no, I'm not sure. I'll think about it. So that they're like, put everything on your bed. You're going to walk to the delivery room. It's not far, but I was like, baton. And I realized that you're not sick when you're in labor, guys. You're not sick. You're just in labor. You have to go through the pain in order for your baby to come. I went into this room with the male nurse or doctor, Yonale. Hey guys, got in. I'm like, oh, Sanmonani. And then he's like, how? You're still greeting when you're not in labor. Blah, 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 blah. Ha, 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 ha. Something to laugh about. Sharp. And you know what? I honestly feel like I should have and I could have taken out my camera, right? It's just that everything happens so fast. Like when you're there, everything happens so fast, like you forget certain things. I was thinking about it, but I was immediately hooked on the strip, and immediately, you know, like literally in 10 minutes I was hooked and laying on the bed, and I couldn't move at that time. I had cathered on, my bags were there, you know. Luckily my phone was up here. So now at that time, and then I told them, I'm like, don't go to work. I'm gonna give birth today. It's the 6th. I'm gonna give birth today. I've been taken to the labor ward, to the delivery ward. So any time from now, we'll have a little baby. Okay, fine. Can I tell you, that thing drugged me? I was high. I was like, I was in my good element zone. Like I was high, I was in good space. And then they also had the belt on me to just continue tracking baby's heart rate, right? Oh, and then the anesthesiologist, I think that's what they call her, the one who actually gives you an epidural, comes in and is like, oh, do you want an epidural? I hope this doesn't cut. I'm just trying to do the lighting, guys, because it's fading. Like, do you want an epidural? I'm like, yes, please. Guys, at that time, okay, it's fine. At that time, I was in so much pain. Like, I don't know, I was in so much pain. I was in so much pain, and I was just like, yo, how do people do this, you know? I was like, yes, I would like an epidural. It's like, okay, I'm the only one here, so I'm gonna go start with another lady who asked first, and then I'm gonna come to you. Like, okay, sharp, no stress. Mind you, I've done my research on epidural, and I've always said I don't want an epidural because of the after effects. Some people have after effects, some don't. They just move on life. So I didn't want to be part of the people who have or had after effects, right? Fine, I labored, I was in pain, and then I kind of slept, and then baby's heart rate dropped, and they're like, you're not supposed to sleep, because obviously when you're sleeping, baby's also sleeping, then it alarms us thinking his heart rate is dropping, you know. Then if that happens, then it has to be an emergency C-section. I'm like, no. So I was like, oh my god, how do I even keep up, you know? I started recording on my phone. I think I still have the clip. I'm gonna show you how bad that room was. I don't even believe I gave birth there, but you know what, I think it's just not, I think it was just by the grace of God. Honestly, the ceiling was broken up there. Where I thought was baby's bed was just trash. It was baby's bed, but I'm just glad they didn't put him there. It was just trash. My bed, like how everything was set up, it was just like, you know, when someone says, let's just do this quickly and then we'll be done, man. It felt like that. I don't even think it was even clean there, you know. I don't think the floors were even clean. Like, that's how bad it was. But at that time, it didn't matter. All mattered was, I need my baby to arrive safely and alive. That's all that mattered. Sorry guys, it cut. That's all that mattered, right? So okay, I ended up calling my sister. I called Tete, and I was like, I can't remember what I said to her, but I know I was like, hi. I was like, yeah, I'm not supposed to sleep, blah 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 blah. I actually wanted to screen record it, but I kind of forgot in the moment. Called daddy was outside, or was about to be outside, and one lady wanted him, was like, okay, if he can, I can sneak him in, right? But then the other was like, hi, and then they see him, then there's whole fight. I'm like, okay, fine, it's fine, I'll just give birth alone, it's okay. And at that moment, I thought about actually putting my camera on my phone, but also I just didn't know how long the process was going to go on for. And because I was hooked, I only had like one hand, but I also couldn't like move a lot because of this belt, right, that I had on. Because when you move, it gets disturbed or something like that. So it's just so annoying. I understand why people don't like it. It's not painful. For me, it wasn't painful, but it was just so annoying not being able to move and being stuck on this thing for like an hour or two. So I mean, I could have put my phone and put in my water bottle, and but now obviously I didn't want the guy to see that I was recording. I didn't know when he was gonna come back. Like, it was just a lot of things. So I was like, oh, you know what, it's fine, we'll just do a story time. And then what happened? Yeah, and then I started feeling pressure. Zakala, Bona. I didn't know what to do with myself. To pull my hair, to cut my hair, to pull myself apart. Guys, labor. When I said I didn't know what to do with myself, that's how painful it was. No matter what position I slept on or in, it was uncomfortable, it was painful. Hey, guys, that's one thing no one can ever explain to you. They'll tell you it's painful, but the amount of pain, no one can ever know. I felt like, yeah, it was painful, but I thought there was going to be more pain. And the only pain was probably like 30 minutes before I gave birth. That was the only pain, like excruciating pain, where I felt like so much pressure and I just couldn't like do anything. And because like I couldn't even walk, I just couldn't do anything. So it was bad. Fine. And I felt pressure. I'm like, I need to poop here. And then now, mind you, I was alone, which was, like public hospitals, I don't know, guys. I really don't know what these nurses and doctors think. I was left alone. I was left alone there. Yes. I needed to poop. So what I thought was poop, right? No, this is not the right brush I'm using. And then my sponge is dry. I needed to poop. No one was there. I screamed for the doctor. I was like, help, or something like that. I can't remember, but I was like, help. And then no one came. I think I called him like 3 times or 2 times. The third time I was like, damn it, I need to poop. Someone help me, right? And then I pushed and I was like, whoa. This poop is different. This one, he came running. I was like, Yini. I'm like, don't say Yini. I need to poop and you're not here. I'm even hooked to this. I don't know. It's like, yo, even the catheter even got removed. You even removed the catheter. Hey, you're strong. I'm like, hey, what is happening down there? It's like, oh, it's a baby. Yeah. It's like, don't say, oh, it's a baby. Don't be telling me it was a baby. Do something. Watch out. Like I just keep shouting at this man. And then I felt the pressure again. And then I screamed like, It's like, why are you screaming? I just won't like you're watching YouTube videos. And she asked you how you know how you're supposed to be pushing. And I remembered, I was like, okay, calm down. The next one, and I prayed, I'm like, God, the next contraction that comes, this baby better be out. This baby is going to be out. It came, I felt, I'm like, I'm going to push now. Took the deepest breath. I pushed with everything that I had. I was like, if it's poop, it's poop. If it's a baby, it's a baby. At this point, I just heard, oh, wait. I skipped a very important part. My water hadn't broken. They had to break my water. That's when the pain started getting worse. Because now he had to break my water, and apparently it was hard breaking my water. He used thongs, he used whatever. Yay! That was another painful experience that I had. Because I felt like when you break water, it's just like a bubble, right? Then water breaks. Nope. That's a lot. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. It was very painful. I don't know how, or he was learning. I think a student. I don't know what was happening there, guys. And it's so sad that, you know what? I'm for let's train new doctors, right? But then whoever is there, like the head doctor, be there and be present when this person does this, you know. That person just didn't seem like he knew what he was doing. It just didn't seem like he knew what he was doing. And then anyway, fast forward, I pushed, the last push was it. My baby, all of him went out. So other people push, then maybe just the head, then they push just, my baby just pulled out. And I'm like, you know what, the having intercourse during pregnancy really helped. Like, even when I was not in the mood, I would be like, although I wouldn't tell daddy, he's probably gonna be like, ow. But eventually then, obviously, but I was just like, come on, we just, you know. And because also, I think because it came natural for us, we just, you know. But anyway, TMI, we had intercourse for like most of the time because I knew it's something that's going to actually help open my cervix, you know. And even the calm, it softens the cervix. So I was like, okay, cool. And then my baby came out, but he was not crying. He was just like, yeah. So I asked, I'm like, is that poop? And then he's like, what's it? He said, no, it's a baby. I'm like, did I poop? He's like, no. I'm like, are you sure? It's like, yeah, you didn't poop. It's just a baby. Just took out a baby. I'm like, are you sure? Anyway, and then it's like, like your child is lazy. Like I could see him. And first thing I was looking for Down syndrome. I was looking for Down syndrome. I didn't see any Down syndrome. Guys, I prayed with everything that I had, you know, and like just thinking about it in my mind just makes me so emotional. Because when I thought about all the trauma they put me through throughout the pregnancy, whereby I enjoyed my pregnancy, but, you know, I didn't do certain things because I was now scared, you know. It's just a lot. It is a lot. But I prayed so much. I was thanking God. I was thanking my ancestors. But you know what? Thank you so much for protecting us. Thank you for a beautiful baby. At that time, he was not beautiful. Trust me. He was just like yeah, he just looked like a baby was just giving birth. But I didn't even see beauty there. I was just like, what is happening with his mouth? His mouth was just like, I'll try and insert a picture of when he was born. I think, yeah. Then the anesthesia lady came, like, oh, I'm here to give it. Like, hey, I'd just given birth. And I'm like, thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. The doctor started praying with me. And then after a while, he was like, are you a priest? I'm like, no, I'm not a priest. I've just been through so much with this pregnancy and no one understands. Then I asked this lady, I'm like, please take a picture of us, you know. And then I was crying, I was praying, I was kissing. I was like, don't cry. Guys, it's the most beautiful thing. Giving birth is the most beautiful thing. Like, you get to see how God works. Like, in my head, I was just like, how is it even so possible that I have carried this person for a whole 9 months? And it's actually a baby, and it actually just came out of me, and this person is alive, is breathing, and you know, it was magical, if I can put it that way. It was magical. I prayed so much, I couldn't stop crying, just because it was mainly tears of joy, you know. And a part of me also was mad at this doctor who kept saying, yeah, you need to terminate, you should. Man, I'm like, imagine if I terminated this baby, you know. Like, the trauma doctors put us through is really, really not good, like, honestly. But at that moment, I was like, you know what, God, I'm grateful. And I'm also grateful to have a mother that prays and believes in God. Without her, I wouldn't have made it through the pregnancy. I wouldn't have made it. Finally, they took my baby. So obviously, I was also trying to like mark him good, like, you know. And he was dark then. He was a yellow bone. I'm like, it's the same baby. But the funny part is, he looked so much like Ali's baby. I'll actually insert a picture which actually sent it. I'm like, dude. So they took him. They said they're just going to clean him, and that after that, I stood up. I was like, it's dirty, you know, like it's wet here. So can I have clean sheets? This doctor is like, ah, yeah, put your sheet there and put another one there. I just gave birth, nigga. The courtesy of just being nice and be like, okay, stand there, I'll clean up. No. Anyway, another pain came. Stitching. He kept digging and digging, saying he wants to make sure that I don't have clots. Oh, what seemed like 3 hours. It was so painful. It was painful. It was painful. I don't know, like, it was so painful. But he stitched me, and there's numb. They said they put something for numbing the area, but I could feel every stitch. It's just that I even lost count of counting how many stitches that I had, but I could feel them. Oh, he said it's hard to count the stitches because it was not like stitch cut. It was, you know, that's how he sewed. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I couldn't walk, and I had to move from that bed and walk. Or did it take me with? I can't remember because they brought my son. I need to wrap up, he's waking up. They brought him. I took him and I looked at him again. I prayed, called daddy, and then I showed him. He was excited. He was outside with food, but they just didn't want to let him in. For whatever reason. And then what happened? Yeah, they took us to this other room, gave us a file, or cards rather, for the baby. You had to buy them. There was 10 rand, and I picked this other one, took it, and then I think they're coming. And then after that, hi, my baby. Hi, my baby. You've been sleeping for almost 2 hours. Hey, my son. Hey, my pumpkin. Hey, okay, guys. Guess the job. You're gonna break my cup. You're gonna break my cup. You are going to break my cup. Hello. How did I bring your fish? Huh? Do you see good? Do you see? Yeah. Hey. How are you? Give me kisses. Yeah. Down, what can I get you? Okay, I need to wrap up because it's gonna start making noise. Stop it. So anyway, then they took us to like the recovery ward. I hadn't showered that day. The last time I showered was in the AMs. I hadn't showered. We went there and we were supposed to carry everything ourselves. There was food, there was babies, there was the luggage that we had. It was a whole mess. It was a whole mess. Got there, the recovery ward. It is so hot. I think they have like heaters on. It's so hot. There was 1,000 of us. I didn't even take a picture. There's just a lot of us there. It was just a lot of us. But they're like, okay, change baby, put baby in clothes. Ngapa they want to take sugar level of baby. Like, it was just a lot that was happening at that time. I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm in pain. They don't even give you anything for pain. And I changed baby, and then I swaddled him, put him in his bed. I tried doing my bed, and then so the lady who was next to him was the same lady in the ward, in the maternity ward, right? So she went to go take a bath. Like, please keep an eye on my baby. I'm like, okay, cool. Then I also went, and then the water was cold, and I was like, no. Just wiped myself, and down there was very sensitive. Peeing was a mission. Walking was a mission. So I tried I tried not to like walk. You should see how he's looking at me, right? I was like, who are you talking to? Walking was a mission. Everything was just a mission. I was so exhausted, but eventually he slept. Mother called, they called, there was no, the reception was bad, but eventually there was time I needed to use the bathroom. So there was a time I needed to use the bathroom, and at that time Mother and they were on the phone. I think Carmen was there, I can't remember. So I let them like keep keep an eye on him basically. And I came back, and then sleep time, kids were crying. Mine was the sweetest, guys. Like, my son is the sweetest, even this day. Didn't cry, but then, oh, he lashed on the boob. Perfectly so. It was so amazing. He lashed on the boob immediately, and the milk was coming out. Well, not the milk, what do they call it again? Ugh, I forgot the term they use. Like the water part of it came out. He was having that. And then I passed out, and apparently he was crying. The lady next to me was like, "Hey, Sissy, your child is crying." I'm like, huh? I looked around, I'm like, where am I? Where am I? Why are there so many babies? Why are there so many people? Like, your child is crying. I'm like, what? I think she said it 3 times. Only then it registered that, oh yeah, I just gave birth. I have a whole human. Shame, I took him, I fed him, changed him, and pooped, but he didn't pee, which was weird. Like, how do kids pee or poop without peeing? I felt like you need to pee first before you poop. But anyway, he pooped, showed the nurses, they're like, okay, he needs to pee. And then after that, what happened? Yeah, we slept, and then the following morning, no, but you put it down there. Well, we're not gonna do this, not today. No, we're not gonna do that. No. Next morning we're woken up by 7, I think. Like, hey, wake up, get off the beds, clean, we need to clean, you need to sit on the chairs. Back home. Oh, yeah, that was I was like, guys, no ways. Anyway, woke up, got dressed. I don't know what, got dressed. I was actually wearing these leggings and a sweater and a blue and slippers, socks, because it was cold. It was cold. And then after that, luckily then baby peed. I showed them that, okay, you'll be discharged today. Called dad, I'm like, come pick us up now. Then they just checked him, and everything was fine. And we got home, and then first thing I took a shower at 8, and it was just the most beautiful thing being at home, everyone being here, you know, everyone just wanting him, wanting to hold him, and only giving me him when he needed to feed. Like, even now, Namanj, like, it still happens like that. But anyway, so yeah, we are here now. My baby is 9 months old. Imagine if I had terminated such a beautiful baby, such a beautiful, smart baby. Guys, my baby is smart. I know everyone would say that about with their children, but like, hey, he is too smart. And also, I'll give an update on when he started sitting, when he started feeding solids, what we've been doing. His first baby teeth coming out and all that. It's been a journey, and mainly because now I have 2 friends who just gave birth. One gave birth in April, Gwen in June, just end of June. I gave birth first week of July. So, you know, the not really the comparison, but the sharing and educating each other about these things, you know, really helps. So it was really great to actually go through this journey with such wonderful prayer warriors as well, you know, and very positive people in general. So yeah, guys, this is my labor and delivery story time. I didn't finish off my makeup. I told you that I don't even think I'm gonna finish off my makeup. Didn't finish off my makeup, but you know what, I'll just finish it off and probably record another video just now for you guys. For now, let me just leave and love you guys and attend to this little one and give him his lunch. It's 4. We started the day late today. So yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. I love you, and I'm not even sorry for the long video because I had to like give you every little details. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if you stayed this far, please leave a blue heart down below in the description box. That would mean so much to me, or to us rather. So we love you, love you, love you so much. Stay blessed, and we'll see you in our next video hour. Bye guys.